Welcome back to ESPN Radio here in St. Louis, Missouri. I am your host, Joe Guy. And let's just not waste any time. Let's just get right into the madness around St. Louis. I mean, what is Coach J doing? I mean, this guy is a legend. I respect legends. Let's just get that out of the way. I respect the legends, but he's definitely struggling. I don't know what's going on there. He didn't have a lot to inherit, but, I mean, he's had 2 full seasons, and we're seeing minimal improvement. I need to see something better. Let's just take this to the phone lines. Let's just go to the callers here. Caller number 1, you're on the line. Look, I've been a booster at St. Louis State for the last 10 years, donating my money, donating my hard-earned money. Let's just correct that. And this Coach J, he thinks he's a legend. He thinks he can come into this school, into this program, and just take it over and say he's going to do all these things, turn the program around. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I don't know what the AD is doing there, but I think we need to get him out of here. He's got to be on the hot seat. I've had enough. Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome back to the Rivercats Dynasty, as we are maybe on the hot seat just a little bit. We have 2 wins this season. We definitely need to improve. We have improved as far as last season goes, but this season, I was expecting 3 wins. That was our target there. 5 wins is the expectation, but I think that we can get to 3 wins. I think that on our contract right now, the goal is 5, but I think that 3 wins is more realistic just because, you know, we've had a couple of recruits that have made impacts, but not huge ones. We've had maybe Preston Kinney, he's made a huge impact, but anybody else, I think it just was all about getting better in year 2, adding depth, and I guess we'll have to see as these next 2 games roll on here in this episode. So first game, we take on Ball State. We will start out with the ball. Here is Phoenix Frazier under center, and here he hands off to Deion Carter, and he gets to the right side, but he's going to lose 3 yards. Now, I put out a poll on my community tab. It wasn't really a poll, it was a post, and said I would reset the running back ability back to default, and that's what I did here in this game. And here you can see on the right side, that's Deion Carter gets the ball again. He gets all that yardage back. That's a gain of 12. So now, 3rd and 1, handoff to the right side, Deion, and you can see the burst there. I like having this at default now because now your guys don't start out with pretty much cinder blocks and chains on their legs. They can start out hot, and they can keep it going. So here's Isaiah Ford with a quick catch across the middle, and that's a gain of 16. He's made a living off of getting those type of catches, and he does move the chains, as he was cold last game. Remember, I said I would get Xavier Gonzalvo more playing time because Ford really let us down. He had a few drops last game, so it's good to see him get going early. So past the 50-yard line, 2nd and inches this time, play action fake. We're going to throw deep, and it's going to be picked off by Smith. And this is why Phoenix Frazier is kind of a liability at quarterback. I mean, the arm strength on this one. I mean, you can see we had maybe a step deep, but I had to throw the underneath route because, you know, if he wouldn't have thrown it deep enough, it would have been picked either way. And that's the thing that you get with Phoenix Frazier. So here's Ball State back on offense, a screen pass, and that's Grimes. He picks up a couple of blocks, 53 yards. He's gone, touchdown. And that is what we have been doing all year. We give up a big play, we give a big play right back. I mean, it's just man, it's very frustrating. But here we are against Ball State. We have a chance to win this game. This is not a great team on paper, even though they have the record. So let's see what we can do. So back on offense, there's a nice pass out to Andre Booker, followed up by a draw play. Deion Carter picks up 6 yards. And now that brings it to a 2nd and 4 this time. At about the 43, handoff, Carter again. He uses some patience, and he hits the hole. That's a gain of 6. It's a 1st down. You can already see the default slider kicking in. It's a lot better running the ball. So draw play once again. Carter, this time he's caught by the end. Only a gain of about maybe a half a yard. And that brings up a 3rd and 10 this time. Here is Frazier from the pocket. He throws. Carter open again. He's getting the ball in bunches this game. He puts on a move, and he gets spun around to about the inch-yard line. Gain of 37. Nice throw by Frazier. It's a 1st down. So we eventually get it to a 3rd and goal. Handoff. It's Carter again. Touchdown. Why not reward him? He has been killing so far this game. And that's a 7-7 game here on the road in Indiana. So here's Grimes, handoff on the next drive, starting out 2 yards. And now that brings it to an eventual 3rd and 7. This is where we have to make our money. We have to come up with stops. This is where we struggled all year. Throw deep. It's one-on-one with Nick Sturger. And he somehow allows the receiver to get it. It's a touchdown, Reggie Jean. What was Nick Sturger doing on this? Let's just take another look. I think he just got lost in coverage. And man, I don't know what's up with our secondary this year, but we are giving up a ton of big plays. Nick Sturger gets interceptions, but Kyron Favors, he struggles at times in the slot when he is there. And then also, a guy like Garrett Jones, who was in his first year starting, he gives up a ton of big plays on the right side. And that's kind of why I moved him to slot a couple of games ago. And I wanted to try that out. But, this is just what we're getting this season. Just a ton of big plays. I don't know what it is. So here is Ball State after that drop pass that time on Marcus Yarbrough. Back on offense. Harris trying to get out of the pocket. But he will fall. And that's going to be a sack. And they're going to credit Desmond Edwards there, the sophomore. And now that brings it to a 2nd and 18. Harris trying to scramble out again. He's going to try to move to the left, but he can't get away from Javon Warren. Another sack. Loss of 3 yards. 3rd and 21. Like I said, these are where we had to make our stops. 2 straight sacks. We got to stop them, right? Throw across the middle. It's Spicer. He puts on a move and gets upfield. It's a 1st down gain of 26 yards. And that is just a killer. We just got to make the stop there. No excuses. So here on a 3rd and 5, another throw out to left side, and this time it's Lewis who breaks the tackle, stays on his feet, and does keep his feet. It's a touchdown. Nice blocking downfield. And that's what happens. You give up a big 3rd down conversion like that, Ball State will capitalize. Their quarterback is 7 for 7 to start this game. So here we are back on offense. Play action fake, trying to get away. Throw to left side. It's West who can't hold on to it. That was a tough pass and a tough catch on that one. And now that brings it to a 3rd and 10. Frazier moves to the right side, throws that way. He's going to find Booker, who's got the strong hands. He picks up the 1st down. He was our offensive MVP last year. It looks like he could be on his way to that again with a nice end to the season. Here's a throw to the right side. Getting hit on the throw is Frazier, and it's picked off. And wow, that was just ill-advised on that one. We had nowhere to throw that ball. His 2nd interception of the half. And now 7 minutes left here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Grimes, a handoff to left side. He breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, and does get run down from behind by Leon Christopher. And that brings them inside the 5-yard line. They run the fake jet sweep. Grimes gets it, though. Touchdown, 2 yards. And that escalated quickly, 28-7. You've got to be kidding me. This was a team that I circled on the schedule as a team that we have a chance of beating. But it looks like they're just running away with it. Maybe they're a 2-loss team for a reason. They are really good. So now here we are with under 4 minutes left here in the 2nd quarter. Throw to the right side. It's Marcus Yarbrough. He's got room. He puts on a move and breaks a tackle. And he does get to about the 34-yard line. Gain of 14 for his 1st catch of the game. So here we run Adrian West on the jet sweep. We give it to him. He gets hit hard after a gain of 3. As his clock continues to wind down inside of 3 minutes left here. Frazier throws to the right side, and it's almost picked off. That was a great job by that cornerback there. He jumped that one, saw it all the way, and that brings it to a 4th and 7. We're just going to go for it. Booker to the right side. He's going to get swung around, and he does pick up the 1st down. He's got the strength to fight for the extra yards. That's one thing I count on him for. He's at 68 yards receiving. So quick throw across the middle. Marcus Yarbrough. He can't hold on to it. I don't know what's up with Yarbrough. He had a couple of string of games, but as of late, he's been dropping a ton of passes. I don't know what it's been. So 3rd down. This time, Phoenix Frazier gets flushed out of the pocket and gets rid of it. And he's just going to settle for 3 points. And with under a minute and a half left here in the 1st half, Ball State has possession, and they have a timeout left. So 55 seconds left. Here's Harris. He's going to move to the right side. We should have had a spy out on that one, and he picks up a gain of 15. That's a great way to pick up yardage. Just run your guys deep and just have the quarterback run. So here's Harris. Another throw to the right side. Spicer again. Another 1st down throw. And our defense can't stop a nosebleed, as here they are with 10 seconds left here at about the 10-yard line, and they still have 1 timeout. Throw to the right side. It's Spicer again. 2 guys in the area, and it's still a touchdown. You've got to be kidding me. Our defense cannot stop anything. Our secondary needs maybe a whole rebuilding because, like I said, we give up a ton of big plays. So here we are in the third quarter. Here's Phoenix Frazier. He's going to hand off to Carter, who does pick up a block by Brian Parrish, but the Ball State Cardinals are all there. It's only a gain of 3 yards. So 3rd and 7 this time, under center, Frazier. He's going to throw to the right side. It's going to be dropped. Andre Booker, you got to have those catches. That's a big 3rd down catch. And now we set up here for a 4th and 7 after that drop pass. Frazier right away is sacked. This guy goes straight past Gordon Figueroa at left guard, and he gets to the quarterback. And that's how this game goes. I mean, we can't stop them on offense. Couldn't stop them on defense. I mean, it's just all around a terrible game. And we end up losing versus a team who I thought we were going to beat, to be honest, this year. If I had to pick a team, it was going to be them because they lost a bunch of starters. And look at this. Phoenix Frazier threw 3 interceptions, probably the ugliest game we've seen from him by far. Maybe we have to start instituting some type of 2-quarterback system where we do open up the playbook and go deep, because right now we have nobody that is really making big plays. You know, Adrian West is supposed to be that guy. It's hard to get him the ball sometimes because he is a shorter receiver. Throwing it deep to him in jump ball situations isn't ideal. He has to run after the catch. And then just looking at what they did, Rob Harris, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, like the complete opposite of Phoenix Frazier. And then Spicer had 9 receptions for 97 yards and a touchdown. They spread the ball out here in this game. 4 receivers scored a touchdown each. So now we head into the second game of this doubleheader. 2-7 versus 7-2. Tulsa State is in the second year of head coach Jake Moreland. Last year he went 4-8, but look at this year, 7-2, a good turnaround for him. Now he could be on the hot seat though, because there's a culture at Tulsa State. They win, and if you don't win, they're gonna replace you quickly. And they haven't had a really big season, and I think that Jake Moreland can turn it around for them. Now, we did decide to permanently make that switch, though. Kyron Favors moving over to the right side of the defense and playing on the outside, and then moving Garrett Jones to the slot. Garrett Jones doesn't have the elite speed to keep up with those elite receivers, so I think that's the better move right now. So let's start out this game here at home. We have 2 more home games left, and we do play M-Stam next, and then we play Tulsa. So let's see if we can round out this season 3-0. An upset here would be epic. So here's a handoff this time on a counter play, and that's Deion Carter to the left, and that's a gain of 1. And now that brings it to a 3rd and 9 from about the 25-yard line. Frazier throws, and it's going to almost be picked off. And man, that was just thrown a little bit too late on that one. The timing has to be down. And now here we are back out on defense. I mean, our defense had a terrible game last game. Let's see if we can stop him here. Throw to the right side. It's caught. Lawrence Thomas. And that's a 1st down. Tulsa State returns a bunch of starters on offense and a few starters on defense, not too many, but they are back with a lot of guys. But here on the next play, Eddie McMack getting in there for the sack, his 1st sack of the game. That's the true freshman. I like what Eddie McMack does. So 3rd and 17, we send another blitz, and we get to E.J. Baker. It's a loss of 10 yards, and that's Wyatt King on that one. He and Javon Warren have been holding it down at linebacker and middle linebacker. Those two have been doing pretty well for us on defense. I can't complain about them. So here we are back on offense. This time Frazier throws deep on the first pass, and it's picked off. And Isaiah Ford was the intended target. And you can see this is why, you know, the arm strength is just a liability. I try to throw the ball. You saw that our guy had a step, but it's just slightly underthrown. So here is Tulsa State back on offense. Kelvin Cook, he gets a carry to left side. Gain of 23 on that one. And now they're set up in field goal range from about the 30. Throw to the end zone, and it's almost picked off. Kyron Favors, you got to have that. I mean, that is right in your hands. We're not going to get many opportunities like that at all. So here on a 2nd and 10, draw play, stopped in the backfield. That one's Leon Christopher. And now 3rd and 14. This is where we suck. I mean, we just give up so many big plays. Throw across the middle. It's right. 1st down, gain of 18. So now they're set up inside the 15-yard line. Here's E.J. Baker. He's going to hand it off to Kelvin Cook to the left side, and that's going to be a touchdown. He breaks a tackle. He's in 15 yards out, and now Tulsa State takes the 7-point lead, but at least we're putting up a good fight so far. Let's see if we can score on this drive. So here is Deion Carter with the handoff, only picking up a gain of 1. They have a really good defensive front, so we got to watch out for them. So 3rd and 9 this time. Frazier moves. He throws. It's an open man. It's Shogun Gonzalez. I actually switched up the receiving core this game. Shogun Gonzalez is playing a lot on the outside, and you'll see Adrian West lined up in the slot quite a bit this game. As you can see the throw out to the right side, that's Isaiah Ford, gain of 5. He hasn't dropped many passes so far since coming back from suspension after that first game. So throw to the right side. There is Andre Booker keeping both feet in bounds. And that's a first down, gain of 10 yards. So a little bit of wildcat this time. We're going to hand it off to Jabari Blaze on the jet sweep, and he will get about 1 yard, but cough it up. And look at this. This is why you don't really give the ball to Jabari Blaze. Is Jabari Blaze Jr. a bust? I mean, just look. I mean, this is down. He's down. It's no fumble. But even on plays like this, he's still coughing it up. I mean, whenever you get him the ball, he is coughing it up. He definitely leads our teams in fumbles, even more than our quarterbacks. It's ridiculous. He's had at least 1 fumble a game that he's gotten a carry in. We need to address that. So here from the 19, here's a pitch play out to left side. It's Deion Carter. Picks up a couple of blocks and gets to the edge. It's a touchdown, 19 yards. For the sophomore running back. I love what Deion Carter does. I need to get him some help, though. Jabari Blaze has proven to not be reliable. We need to get Carter some help. So here is Baker on the next drive, trying to scramble, and it's Preston Kinney, the true freshman, who's taken over that starting job, and he has not given it back. So 3rd and 12, throw to left side, another 3rd down conversion, 14 yards, and a first down as we start the second quarter. So 1st and 10, we send the blitz. This time Wright gets it, picks up a block, and he picks up another one downfield, and he's going to be gone. It's a touchdown. This is a repeated cycle for us. Give up a big 3rd down, then a big touchdown play. It's just how we're programmed right now. It's a 14-7 game. Our offense is going to have to keep us in this one maybe. We'll see. So here's Andre Booker, who has been reliable the last few games. That's another catch and another first down for him. As now that brings us to the 38-yard line. This time, Frazier moves to the right side. He's going to try to buy some time and get rid of it, and he gets hit on the throw. And it's going to fall incomplete as it brings us to a 3rd and 11 here from about the 44-yard line. We line up in the tight formation, throw to the sideline, and it's almost picked off. That safety read that play, and that was intended for Adrian West. And we line up to go for it here. 4th and 11, might as well throw. Isaiah Ford's got it in traffic. There we go, 20 yards. He looks good now. I think maybe he needed to get back into shape. I'm not sure what it was, but he is making plays. So now we get inside of field goal range. We give it off to Brian Parrish. I love to get him the ball. That's the big hogger up front, the fullback. And now 2nd and 9, throw across the middle. It's Carter again. He picks up a gain of 6. One thing I love about Carter is that he can line up at receiver too. But he's our only reliable running back, so he's in the backfield quite a bit. So here's Marcus Yarbrough, wide open across the middle. He holds on to this one, though, and it's a gain of 13. And now we're set up at about the 6-yard line here for a 2nd and goal. Here's a pitch to the left side. We try the toss again, and it's Carter, but he does get stopped. It's going to be a gain of 3, though. And that brings us to a 3rd and goal. We're going to hand it off right back to Carter. He gets it, and he tries to get forward into the end zone, but the hole closes quick. And now 4th and goal. We're at about the inch-yard line. We're going to call the quarterback sneak. Frazier gets stopped, and the ball did not pass the goal line. And take a look. It looks like he just got stuck behind his center and then just gets pushed down. And that is how this one goes into halftime, 14-7. So here we go, back out on defense once again. It's still a 7-point game. We are well within this game. Here's Baker, though, scrambling to the right side, and he will pick up a gain of 21. First down. If we could just come up with stops on 3rd downs, we will get right back in this game. So here is Baker this time, scrambling to the right side. He cuts up field, puts on quite a move on Wyatt King, and it's a gain of 8 and a first down. So draw play this time, Kelvin Cook. He gets stopped, and that is Eddie McMack again. That's a loss of 2 yards, and that brings us to a 3rd and 12. Baker, screen pass, the left side. It's Cook again. Let's see if we can stop him, and we finally do, but they still get into field goal range. I was hoping that we would kind of move them back a little bit, but instead they pick up 9, and they kick the field goal to make it a 2-score lead. So here's Frazier this time on the next drive, scrambling to the right side. He picks up a gain of 4, and that brings us inside about the 5-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. And Frazier moves to the right side, and he picks up a scramble on 3rd down. Nice run by that one. And now 1st and 10, handoff up the middle. This is Carter, falls forward. Oh, man, if he would have broke that tackle, there was a guy downfield, 71, blocking for us, and we could have took that one the distance. So 2nd and 2, buying some time. Frazier throws. It's Shogun Gonzalez, who has room down the right sideline and gets tripped up at about the 22. Gain of 29 yards for Shogun. It's a first down. Now we're in business here as we move inside the 15-yard line. Quick throw. Phoenix Frazier. Isaiah Ford gets hit hard but holds on to it. I don't know what it is, but he's turned it around these last couple of games. So 1st and goal, handoff to left side. It's Deion Carter, tries to get to the outside, and the linebacker looks like he had some speed on that one. It's a loss of 2 yards as that brings us to a 2nd and goal under center. Frazier, he does get swallowed up in the pocket. We may have had Brian Parrish in the flat that time, but instead it's a sack, and now that brings us to a 3rd and goal. They send the pressure right away, and we try to get away, and Phoenix Frazier loses 11. That one started at about the 3-yard line, ended up at about the 20. So we settle for the field goal, making it a 17-10 game. Baker throws across the middle. It's Wright, who already has a big gain earlier, and he breaks a couple of tackles, tackled from behind, and that is Eddie McMack running him down. And now we start the 4th quarter. Tulsa State has possession. They hand off. Kelvin Cook picks up a block downfield, and he does fall forward, and he gets tackled at about the 22. We just have to make a stop here. So 2nd and 7 this time. Baker tries to scramble, and the 2nd sack of the game by the freshman Preston Kinney. He shows up game in and game out. And now 3rd and 12. Throw to the end zone. It's Miller. Touchdown, 25 yards. And that is going to be another score for Tulsa State. They take the 2-score lead here with 6 minutes left. And now here comes our offense back onto the field. The pressure's right there. Throw to the sideline. Knocked away. Intended for Adrian West. This secondary is making some plays in this game. So 3rd and 10 this time. Frazier moves to the right side. He tries to get rid of it but gets tripped up from behind. It's only a gain of 2. He ends up crossing line of scrimmage. And that brings it to a 4th and 8. This time, 3 wide receivers across to the right side. And throw, and Adrian West just gets lit up. It wouldn't have been a first down anyway. The ball was just slightly underthrown by the first down marker to the first down marker. And they end up coming away with the victory here. 2 losses, dropping us to 2 and 8 on the year. Man, 30-10. We can't get over the score of 10, it seems like, in back-to-back games. Phoenix Frazier had a little bit of a better game, but Tulsa State had a lot better of a defense, a lot better than Ball State did. But less turnovers, I guess I'll take it. But we got to come away with wins. We played Tulsa and M-Stam coming up. Those are winnable games. I mean, straight up winnable. And it could very well save our job, as the boosters, they're on us. They're on the AD. They're on the program. They want to see results. Preston Kinney comes away with 2 sacks, though. Eddie McMack has a sack, Wyatt King, and so does Cecil Moore. So at least we're getting pressure, and that will help us here in these last couple of games as we face M-Stam. They are 3 and 7. Let's just beat our rivals. I mean, that's all I want. They're 3 and 7. Tulsa's 3 and 7. These are both winnable games. If there's any 2 games that we need to win, it's these 2. So make sure you hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I've been working hard for a minute. The ones who don't deserve it seem to be the ones that get it. The ones who speak the truth never get the recognition, but the ones that act foolish seem to get all the attention. It don't matter though. Yeah. Hey, it don't even matter though. Nope. Hey, it don't even matter.